Hello class, how are you guys today? So we're going to start studying right now geography and the study of Earth. So let me share my screen with you so that we can see the concepts for this class. Okay. Okay, I'm going to share my screen right here with you. And I'm not very technological, so we have to. Okay. So this is the topic of today, geography, the study of Earth, okay? So geography, let me move over here to the side so you can see it well. Geography is the study of the human and non-human features of Earth. That means that geography is going to study everything related to Earth, like maps, countries, rivers, mountains, oceans, volcanoes, but it's also going to study the interaction between cultures. For the study of geography, the geographers use what it's called the cardinal directions. So over here, you can see that we have a compass rose, and the cardinal directions that it indicates are north, south, east, and west. Those are the main cardinal directions. And we also have the intermediate directions, which would be, for example, over here, northeast, over here, southeast, southwest, and northwest. On every map that we study, you are always going to find a compass rose in one corner of the map to indicate the cardinal directions. So Earth is almost a perfect sphere, and geographers use imaginary lines to locate places on its surface. We're going to see what this is about, these imaginary lines, okay? The most important imaginary line is the equator. The equator is an imaginary line in the middle of the planet that divides the Earth into different halves. Here we have the equator, and it divides the Earth into the northern hemisphere, which would be north of the equator, and the southern hemisphere, which is south of the equator, okay? We are also going to be using imaginary lines, and the first one is the latitude. The lines of latitude are parallel to the equator. Here we have the equator, and you can see these different lines. I'm going north over here, and they measure the distance from the equator to the north. Here it's from the equator to the north, or from the equator to the south. Okay, so the lines of latitude, they go all around the Earth, parallel to each other. They are parallel, they don't intersect, they're parallel to each other, and they go all around the Earth, east and west. Now, the latitudes are measured in degrees. So the equator would be 0 degrees, okay? And for example, the North Pole would be 90 degrees of latitude, and the South Pole would be 90 degrees south of the equator. That would be 90 degrees south. So these are the lines of latitude that we're going to be studying, along with the lines of longitude. The difference between latitude and longitude is that longitude are vertical lines. So the lines of longitude run vertically from the North Pole to the South Pole, and they are called meridians. They intersect at the poles. You can see right here, they start from the pole, they come all around, all along the Earth, and they finish in the South Pole. One of these lines, it's called the prime meridian, which is right here, the Greenwich meridian. So it goes across a town in England that it's called Greenwich, and that is why it's called the Greenwich Meridian, right here in the center, okay? That would be the Greenwich Meridian, it's longitude 0 degrees, okay? The lines of longitude are divided as east or west longitudes in relation to the Greenwich Meridian. So we got the Greenwich Meridian right here. All the lines of longitude that go this way to the right are the eastern longitudes, and the ones that go to this side are the western longitude. So the Greenwich Meridian divides the Earth into the Western Hemisphere, which will be on this side, and the Eastern Hemisphere. The lines of longitude are divided east or west longitude in relation to the Greenwich Meridian. Remember this, okay? So the Greenwich Meridian would be longitude 0 degrees. So when we are using latitude lines and longitude lines, this is going to create a grid. You can see it over here. So they form what it's called a global grid. You can locate every place on Earth by using degrees of latitude and longitude. For example, as a location example, we're using Puerto Aventuras. So Puerto Aventuras, it's located on latitude 20 degrees north, longitude 87 degrees west. And this is the way that you can locate every place on Earth. Every place that you want, it's going to have its very own unique location of latitude and longitude. So this is very easy to understand because every place is going to have its very unique location. So this is a class for today. This is it. Let me close my screen. Okay. So this is the class for today, and we will be seeing each other soon. Okay, enjoy your afternoon. Bye-bye, guys.